Good morning and thank you all for being here. It is a great honor to be nominated by the President of the United States and confirmed by the Senate today as your new Secretary of Health and Human Services. As your new Secretary of the Department of Health and Human Services, I will change some ways of our foster care system. I will work towards eliminating group homes, let no child age out of the system without support, and to make their lives as simple and as normal as possible by cutting down the unnecessary paperwork and rules. The first step I will take to improve the foster care system is to eliminate group homes so each child is in a supported home with another family. There are over 56,000 children currently in group homes or institution placement. Those children are not only separated from their siblings, they are also without support, encouragement, and stability they would have if they were in a family setting. Also, group homes can be up to 10 times more expensive, so eliminating group homes will also eliminate some unnecessary costs. Group homes are usually the first step for teenagers in the system. It is a lot harder to find teenagers at home, so it is easier for social workers just to place them in a group home. I will make sure every teen gets the time and attention they need to find a foster home and keep them out of a group home. Placing children directly in foster homes with a family and cutting out group homes will give each child the love and support they deserve to thrive and be successful in their future. The second step I will take to improve the foster care system is to stop children from aging out of the system without some kind of support. 1 in 4 foster kids who age out of the system will become homeless. Since all government care and assistance ends at 18, that leaves some completely helpless. I want to extend foster care assistance to 21 because most teenagers at 18 cannot live and care for themselves without some help. For those who don't want to stay in the system at 18 should be in programs to help them get an education, find a place to live, and get a job to succeed in life. Also, we need to stop thinking that adoption and aging out are the only ways of getting out of the system. Reunification is still an option for some children. We need to keep in mind that the birth parents are not always bad people and could eventually be able to care for their children again. I will create programs for both the parent and the child to make the transition back together as easy as possible, if possible. My third and final step to improving our foster care system is to cut down all of the unnecessary paperwork and people needed to get through for the children in the system to live normal lives. Foster children are dealing with rules children should not normally have to deal with. To be able to get a driver's license, go on a family trip, or even be in a school activity, there are numerous people they must get an okay from, along with extensive paperwork that must be filled out. This has foster children with the thought that living a normal life is close to impossible. They are constantly under surveillance, and it's almost as if we are just waiting around for them to mess up. There is absolutely no room for error for them. If they do make a mistake or get themselves in trouble, they can get their privileges taken away or even be removed from their foster home. I want to change this way of taking things away when they mess up and reward them when good things happen. Most foster kids are angry and frustrated, and some feel as if they go unheard and are not valued in their home. By teaching foster parents and social workers to pay extra attention, let them know when they're doing something good, and by treating them like they're part of the family can drastically change the dynamic for that foster family for the better. Our foster care system is a broken system that must be fixed. As my new position as the Secretary of Health of the Department of Health and Human Services, I will eliminate all group homes to ensure each child is in a loving and supportive family setting, have no child leave the system without the guidance they need to succeed, and I will remodel our ways of caring for foster children and give them as much of a normal life as possible.